America's #1 show on pop culture and politics. This is the Michael Medved Show.
And another day in this greatest nation on God's green earth. Not a great day, not with the tragic events in Connecticut. It's difficult not to respond with deep emotion to something this horrifying. And I remember the Columbine shooting, of course, which provoked the same kind of national reaction. How could this happen in this country? How could it happen in a nice place? And Newtown, Connecticut is a nice place. I'm familiar with that nice place. And the entire issue, it seems to me, brings to mind a lot of problems in the United States, not with the situation that we have regarding the ability of people to purchase guns and the ability of things like this do happen, but the tendency to completely distort the reality in the United States of America. And what I mean by that is it's tremendously important, and we're going to be listening to the president's statement, which is coming up, I think, a few minutes from now. At least that's what the White House has announced. And for people who may not know, there was a 24-year-old killer. His name is Ryan Lanza, who came into a school, may have argued with the principal and with a school psychologist, and then went off and killed at least 27 people, including 18 small children. It's the worst school shooting perhaps in American history, almost certainly the worst school shooting in American history. And yes, it's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. But when we are experiencing something like this, when we're responding to it, one of the most important needs is to keep it in perspective. And that perspective is that this is not some sort of new phenomenon in the United States of America. This does not indicate that we live in a violent society. The murder rate in this country is down. The murder rate is lower than it has been, for instance, in 1960. I mean, I can give you the numbers. I have them right in front of me. And those are realities. And no, it doesn't feel that way, especially coming after that terrible shooting in Portland, which, thank God, only claimed 2 lives plus the life of the killer. And there's more information about that shooting. The idea here is that people are going to be jumping up and jumping down and saying, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to change the country in some kind of way. And it's going to range everywhere from, of course, the obvious, which is we need to take guns out of the hands of all Americans, because some Americans use those guns for evil, evil deeds like this. It's going to range from that to, well, there needs to be more common sense security at schools, because they are often targets. Have